Hi everyone, my name is Amit Mahajan. Today I will be sharing my views and thoughts on whether it is fine to eat non-vegetarian food during the days we carry out meditation or do meditation practices, and whether eating non-vegetarian food has any kind of impact on the power of our meditation experiences. So, dear friends, while it is absolutely a personal choice, our personal choice, whether we want to eat vegetarian food or be a non vegetarian and eat non vegetarian cuisine, that is absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong in that. But I would like to share uh, what I believe and what I've learned from great masters over the years. What I have learned and what I truly believe is that uh, ideally we should not eat non-vegetarian food during the days we are doing meditation, and because the reason I say that is that while a meditator can eat non-vegetarian food and meditate at the same time, but it has an impact. It The impact is that it will make our progress a little slow, or considerably slow. Like uh, I would like to give a small example to explain the kind of impact that non-vegetarian food has on a meditator. So, for instance, imagine that there's someone climbing a mountain, and there are two people climbing a mountain, and one of them is traveling without any baggage and nothing on his back, and he's just climbing the mountain. So he'll obviously be more in control while he's climbing the mountain. On the other hand, someone who who is carrying a bag, a big bag on his bag, will, will obviously take much more effort in climbing the mountain. It's not as if that person who's carrying a bag on his back cannot reach the top of the mountain and cannot climb. The difference is that the person without that kind of a baggage on his body takes less effort and less time and will be able to reach his destination much more easier, uh, and in a much more simpler manner. So likewise, if someone eats non-vegetarian food and meditates, what happens is that a person who does not eat non-veg food and has a vegetarian diet, his he has a certain level of purity because of the food he's eating, and therefore when he does meditation he will progress much more faster than someone who is a non-vegetarian and eating non-vegetarian food during the days of meditation. uh, if someone has, say, eaten non-veg food early in the morning, or just a few hours before his meditation, and he sits in a meditation, there is a kind of negative energy that gets attached to that person by virtue of that diet, the animal diet. I would like to explain it in a detailed manner. What happens is that all of you would be aware that whenever any animal is slaughtered and killed, be it a chicken, be it a goat, or any animal that humans eat these days. So, whenever they are slaughtered and they are killed, what happens is that if you ever go to a shop where a hen is being slaughtered or a goat is being slaughtered in front of you, you will see that that animal is in an extreme state of fear, pain, shock, and really fluttering themselves, their wings running here and there, or trying to free themselves because they sense that they're about to be killed. And that is a feeling that no animal and no human, no soul likes the feeling of being killed and slaughtered and cut. So, what happens is that at the time that that animal is picked, be it a goat, be it a cow, be it a hen, any animal, the time that animal is being taken for slaughter, they are carrying emotions of pain, anger towards the person who's about to kill them. They're carrying emotions and vibrations of fear. And when they are killed, there is the moment they are being killed, they're carrying all of these negative emotions and vibrations, and their life ends with these vibrations. And all of this negative energy and emotions that that animal feels in the last moments of their life is transferred to their body, deep into their body. And as a result, what happens is that when a person consumes that very animal which has been killed with and had those negative emotions during the last moments of their life, those negative energies and emotions are transferred to the human being who eats that non-vegetarian food. Everything is energy. Everything is energy at the end of the day. So a positive emotion creates positive energy, and a negative emotion creates a negative energy. So when someone experiences such negative and bad emotions, emotions such as hatred, fear, anger, those emotions, when those emotions are retained in the body at the time of the death, and then someone is consuming that product, those very emotions are transferred to the body of the person who eats the non-vegetarian food. Now, because of this, that kind of energy remains in your body for a while. And someone who is a regular non-vegetarian food consumer will carry those kind of energies within their body. They may not realize it, but they carry those kind of energies which have been transferred from external sources in their body. So what happens is that when you, after that, sit and do meditation, you of course are sitting with a pure intention. The person who eats non-vegetarian food sits with a pure intention that he wants to meditate, he wants to feel peace, he wants to connect with the divine. But by virtue of that diet, that negativity is residing within your body and will not allow you to get the kind of result that you can get if you were not consuming non-vegetarian food. So I would like to say that, it's not that a person who eats non-veg food will not ascend in his consciousness or not grow. He will, but it'll take a lot more time than a person who follows a vegetarian diet and a good, pure food routine. So the question is, it's a personal choice whether we are willing to take that extra humongous effort to get there, or whether we, when we can simply progress on a much faster pace. If we still decide to go slowly and with a lot of weight on us, this is entirely a personal choice. And I personally do advocate vegetarianism, and I feel that it is not a good way to kill animals, to eat non-vegetarian food. I understand that people, have this theory that if we do not eat non-veg food, there will be excessive animals all over the world, and the balance of nature will get spoiled. But I'd like to say this: that the reason that there's so much of animals being breeded for the purpose of non-veg food is that there is a demand. Just like drugs, we all know that drugs are bad for our body, but still there's a lot of manufacturing and there's a lot of demand. The reason that people are manufacturing drugs like cocaine and all kinds of narcotics is because there is a demand. It is poison for the body, but there is a demand and people are therefore manufacturing it. If humans become conscious and aware and realize that it is poison, and the demand for drugs reduces in a big way in the coming years, you will see that the creators will also go down, because it's everything works on the demand and supply basis. So it is us who is kind of in an indirect way advocating non-vegetarianism and killing of animals, because the more we eat, the more we want to eat, there'll be more demand. There'll be more poultry shops, there'll be more poultry and animal breeding for the purpose of non-veg food as an end. So I feel that it is something that we need to think about. At the end of the day, these are all personal choices, and one is free to choose the kind of life they want, the kind of diet they want. But I personally would not be at peace if I kill an animal or I eat an animal now. I must tell you that I myself was a non-vegetarian for most of my life, but now it has been a few years since I have left non-veg food. And I also used to meditate in the past, and I have felt the difference. I have felt that the progress post my giving up non-veg food is much, much more, and I feel much better. And today, I personally can't even imagine eating an animal. It's so the thought itself is so bad for me. I cannot imagine that. How can I eat an animal? And what saddens me is that today the humans have not left a single animal. They eat virtually everything. Humans eat camels, they eat all kinds of birds, they eat dogs, they eat bats. There's nothing that the humans have left. I really am shocked when I see that the humans are just eating anything, any animal that comes their way. I don't understand what has happened with humanity. How can they eat animals like this? It's very strange. It's very strange and very sad. I personally feel hurt and sad and heartbroken when I see animals being slaughtered, and I don't feel good about it. I know these are things which we have been eating. People have been eating non-veg food for years, and they are kind of addicted. They feel it's very tasty, and it's very hard for them to give it up. But I would just like to say, if you really think of it from the perspective and the point of view that it is a life at the end of the day, we are taking a life in a direct or indirect manner. And secondly, that negative energy is being absorbed in our body. That kind of negative energy, my friends, I would like to tell you, is what creates a lot of anger in people, a lot of violence in people. It is seen that at times, even the most calm people become extremely violent. It's because at times they are carrying such energies. They have been transferred externally into their body by the diet and various things. Energy is even transferred by the kind of people we interact with. Likewise, energy is transferred within our body and mind by the kind of food we eat. So these are my thoughts, and I hope that someday the world can see this more and more. And in fact, in the recent years, a lot of people have turned vegetarian. A lot of people who used to eat non-vegetarian food have turned vegetarian. This is a welcoming trend, and I just hope that this just grows, and a day comes when the world changes completely. Thank you, dear friends. I hope that this video was helpful and thought-provoking. Thank you so much.